Hey guys, Tom, Permaculture Wilmington here, and just showing you what's going on here today. I just came out to pick some lettuce. A friend of mine's having a birthday party, so we're going to take over some fresh greens, and I just wanted to show you how well this has worked out. So this is my compost bin. This is a mouldering bin, and what this is the top half of this. So we just keep filling this up as we go inside with our kitchen scraps and debris from the yard and some stuff that neighbors give us from time to time. But most of it just goes in here into this mouldering pile, and I try to layer it as much as possible. I keep some woody material, shredded paper and things in that bin, and I inoculate it with my worm bin over here. Every now and then I take a handful of worms and put in there. But what this is, guys, in this bin is the top of this one. When we get ready to use the bottom, we take the top out and we turn it over when this one's empty. So after we grow in this, it's really decomposed really well. So you guys can take a look here. Like, this is what compost should look like. It should look like soil, just like that. That is beautiful compost. And this came from this side, and this was nothing but kitchen scraps and sticks and debris. You know, there was some woody matter, some oak leaves and things that were in there. But pretty much anything that we accumulate that's organic matter, we put in here. And then that way, when we use this part of it for our garden, we take the top of that and we flip it over, and then that way, like 2/3 of this side is ready to go into the yard as well, out into the food forest and kitchen garden. So, but what I wanted to show you guys today is just how well this system is working, because you can see here, and I've already picked a full bowl. So I got this whole bowl of greens from this little bed right here. All right, guys, and that's like, see all the leaves that I've pulled off of here. But these are just huge lettuce plants. This is growing so prolifically. This is some chicory to get the roots down in there, because I put a lot of woody matter in the bottom of this. The stuff that was on top of here was like twigs and sticks and things from the yard. So to break that down really quickly, we need more biology than we do for just vegetation. So what I did is I put chicory in here to get the roots down, because the microbes are around the roots. So the more roots you have in soil, the more microbiology you're going to have, the more microbiology that the plants need and call in to help them grow. So the more actions are happening under the soil to decompose that woody matter down there. So this is just a great system, guys. I really encourage you guys to do some chicories. They're biennial. So usually these grow for 2 seasons. The first season they look like this, and then the second season they will shoot up and flower and just be absolutely beautiful. So we usually plant them in the fall, and then that way through the following summer they're flowering. They'll start flowering in the spring, and they'll flower all summer long. So we get them for the winter time. We have the greens we can pick, and then in the summertime they shoot up flowers, and these beautiful blue flowers all over them attract so many pollinators and so many pest predators that, I mean, we love this system. It works out so good. We don't need to spray anything. We don't spray anything except compost tea. But some of the chicories that I plant, like this radicchio, gets a little head on it. This one's about to bloom. I pulled it apart because I wanted to see if there was anything in between. It looked like there was some slugs, some slug material, but they're not eating it. They're just kind of living in it. And you can kind of see them. I might be able to find one. There was a couple down in there. But just real healthy, guys. You guys can see this. This is a watercress, or actually upland crest. But yeah, so... and here we have some of that Burnett salad everybody likes, because it tastes and smells just like cucumbers. Gives that cucumber essence to your meals. Alright, guys, so that's basically it. I just wanted to show you what's going on here and how well this works and document it, because this is definitely the easiest mouldering system I've come by in terms of just piling stuff on, making sure it's aerobic from the sides. You want lots of oxygen getting in here, so I line it with cardboard so that way it can breathe this way and vertically as well. And then the worms are important, to get worms in there so that they can control both the mycelium and the bacterial populations, as well as all the eukaryotes, all the protozoas and ciliates that are in between, that eat the microbiology, the fungi and the bacteria. You know, we need like a shark in the soil that can regulate all those populations if they get out of balance, and that's what our worms do. So we just got to be careful that we don't overpopulate our yard with worms like the red wigglers that decompose organic matter so quickly that it's actually causing a lot of plants around the world, a lot of trees, to have immune issues because they're growing so fast. These worms are decomposing organic matter so quickly and we're populating them throughout the world so fast that the trees have literally lost control. They don't have immunity anymore. They grow so quickly that their immunity properties that they're getting from the fungi in the soil just aren't enough. So, you know, this thin material, because they get so much nitrogen and so much nutrients, that they grow quickly, and it causes thin tissue, fragile tissue, and it's causing some serious issues around the world, guys. This is something that we need to note. So just be aware of that. Like, I didn't realize what was going on with that when I ordered my red wigglers, but at the same time, I might have done it anyway. You know, I mean, it's like, what are our options these days in terms of what we can do? You know, bringing things into our areas, they're already all over the place. So, you know, these are things that we have to battle, guys. We're just learning. The system is just coming into play. So we need to sort these things out, and that's what I've got this group for. So I want you guys to comment and, you know, just let me know what you're doing, things that you're doing that are better. You know, that better today than we did yesterday, just so we can get the abundance and the health. I mean, this is obviously way healthier than anything that I've been doing in the past. But at the same time, you know, I've got a lot of red wigglers, so they're breaking down a lot of organics, and then I've got this oak tree over here that might be hurting as a result. But this has got wine cap mycelium in it, so I'm trying to use predators. So if we have a full ecosystem where we have the predators in our system, then it should balance. Like the fungi, the amount of fungi should compensate for the worms over here, because some fungi actually eat worms. They lasso the worms, the nematodes and things in the soil with these little hooks. The worms slide through, and then the mycelium will close on the worm and squeeze it and then eat it. So yeah, there's lots of call and response, and this whole checks and balances system in the soil. So guys, just be aware of all this stuff. It's being mindful, I guess, is the point. Be mindful of what you're doing, and try to do more strengthening practices than you do harming practices. You know, try to eliminate as many of the harming practices that you're aware of. And that's the real trick today, is just being aware of these practices, because everybody's doing things that are really irrational. I mean, really putting the synthetics into the soil and just treating soil as if it were a material possession. You know, soil is alive. It needs biology. It needs a skin layer of organics to house the biology. It needs biochar in it to restrain or keep the water and give the microbiology a place to live. You know, it needs carbon, basically, carbon and moisture. So if you guys are following me, and I hope you are, this is Tom with Permaculture Wilmington. Live regeneratively, grow abundantly, and be well. Have a great day, guys. Bye.